Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is a secret guide about clean sheets in Division 1. So this is prior to me reaching Division 1. I just want to talk about something really quick in this video, and if you watch to the end, obviously you're going to find lots of tips. Tammy Abraham is in red form again. First and foremost, one important thing I want you to know is, I know I've said a lot that you should play in 60 FPS, but right now after the current update, 60 FPS is the major cause of lags. So play in 30 FPS, standard 30 FPS, or low 30 FPS. It's very important that you do that. Also, with the kickoff glitch, you would have to change graphics. Sometimes in certain graphics you notice that it's very hard to implement, but it's the same strategy for the kickoff glitch. You give the ball to your AMF and then back to CF, back to AMF, then you give the true pass to your left winger forward. That's if you are starting from the left to the right side. And that's the second thing I want you to know. First thing is about the graphics quality. You have to use 30 FPS for now, because 60 FPS is the major cause of lags. It's the major cause of the lags. I just realized it after testing 60 FPS for some matches and then 30 FPS. I realized the delay, and I can fully tell you for sure that that's the cause of the lags you're facing right now. So stick with 30 FPS, and you can use lowest prioritize. The second thing, as I said, is the kickoff glitch, how it works. Now, the third thing you have to notice is, this game is very easy. You just have to make sure that your player gets in contact with the ball. So as soon as I get in contact with the ball, I know what to do. I can either give an up pass because of how the player is positioned, or clear the ball, but don't pass the AMF at that point, else I would have lost the ball. So that's another thing you should know. Always make sure to get contact with the ball. That brings us to point 4. Point 4 is that physical contact is very important for some players. I would say some players, because for some players it doesn't make any difference. For some players, like my current Lionel Messi in this team, and I'm gonna show you the training guide for Lionel Messi very soon at the end of the video. You'll notice what I mean by physical contact is very important. Most people think physical contact is just like the body strength of the person in eFootball, and yes, that's what by definition physicality means, like how strong the player is. But then in eFootball, physicality also applies to how strong the player can stand on the ball. If the player has low physicality, is going to fall down easily. So that is another secret, top secret point I want you guys to know. So when training players, you should take notice of that. And the other thing is, with corner kicks, don't overmove your players. Just wait for the right timing and then you clear the ball. The other question I get asked is, what camera angle do I use? Honestly, I'm not so sure of what camera angle I'm using in this particular match, because I restore my data, like the game data, a lot, but it's between dynamic wide and raw. It's between dynamic, this the same kind of similar, but I think this would be dynamic wide. I think this camera angle is dynamic wide. I'm not so sure, because I switch between them, dynamic wide and raw camera angle, quite often, and they are both good. And you can try both and find which one works best for you. Yeah, before 2025 update, I used to like the wide camera angle, but currently I use either dynamic wide or dual camera angle. And guys, that's it for the first half. Let's go into the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to smash the like, boys, and hopefully would go to rank 1 this season. Frankie De Jong is one fantastic center back I've been using, and it's just OP, lit, overpowered, crazy. So now we have a chance to attack. Notice that I always bring the ball back before going forward. Sometimes in a situation like this, the cursor won't automatically switch, so I switched to this, and then I used matchup, and I successfully blocked that ball by Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that is another thing you have to notice as a set point. sometimes you'd have to manually switch to that player. To manually switch to that player, you'd have to swipe on the right side of the screen. Just swipe it. Just swipe the right side of the screen. If you are using my play settings, that's double tap and flick. And the other thing you'd have to notice is when to use long ball and when to clear the ball. Sometimes clearing the ball would clear it to some foolish and awful place, so you'd have to use the lofted pass. But how to say in many ways, the most important thing is that you'd have to change your graphics settings for this current update. Change the graphics settings, stop using 60 FPS for now, and come to 30 FPS for some few games. And probably, I don't know if the next update would be on the next Thursday, but you just have to manage 30 FPS for now. Even though 30 FPS is awful, it is the solution for the lags you'd be facing. That seems like online connectivity. I've tested it on 60 FPS, and trust me when I say that you should use 30 FPS. So either standard 30 FPS or low 30 FPS or lowest prioritized 30 FPS, and you're gonna do lots of damages to your opponent with like clean sheets, no lose. Come on, very, very easy, bro. So guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to give Lionel Messi's training guide. So this Lionel Messi's training guide is the king of eFootball. In eFootball, like that's the title of this card. So 11 finishing, 4 ball control, acceleration and attacking awareness 12, speed, stamina, and then I gave him physical contact. This card has high physical contact. So yeah, that's what I was talking about, that certain players need physical contact is important. And let me know which player you want a guide for. I've given Iniesta, I've given the defenders guide in the previous videos. This Messi is deep lying forward as well. And guys, join the Telegram group. Let me know if you have any questions.